and then I got you.
All right. Say something, red table.
Something. Red tables. Something red table. Why?
Hey, we are
Ugh.
live on the screen.
Ashkadash Babash.
I thought it was supposed to be a separate one.
You know,
Hey everybody, I'm back. It's your boy DJ Red Tables with another episode of Free World Radio. Today I have one of the underground's most trivial artists. Who is he, you ask? I don't know either. That's why I invited him on my show. I've been seeing him around town. He headlined one show. He's going to give us that show. And from the videos I saw, this artist not only has energy, charisma, he knows how to do crowd work and rock a stage. I need y'all to give it up for Dead Boy Joey. How you doing? How you doing?
Joey, we doing good, man.
Man, so you know, if you ever see my episodes, you know what comes first. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm, Dead Boy Joey, underground artist from Florida, from Groveland. Central Florida.
I'm gonna say, where is Groveland?
For
For the people that don't know where Groveland's at.
So, I guess if you know more where Claremont is, have you ever heard of Claremont?
All right.
So it's like maybe 10 minutes from Claremont.
Oh, so it's a small town outside of the
so you got 50. You know how 50 just runs straight through Central Florida. So you got,
Do I dare say country boy?
Yeah, I'm from country. I grew up in the mix of it.
I grew up country as well, so that's why
Like, there was times where I lived in the hood. There was times when, I didn't grow up in the hood, but there was times when I lived in there. Lived, different types of
got your hands
environments.
in there and everything. I get it.
I,
So, tell me a little bit about your music, because a lot of people, like I said, today is about trying to figure you out. So, tell us a little bit about your music. What inspired you to start your genre of music?
It's crazy, and I don't want to be that guy. But what really pushed it, so Dead Boy Joey was originally an EP. It was like a concept album, kind of.
Okay.
So it was supposed to be a YGK Joey B-Man project.
YGK Joey.
Yeah.
Okay, YGK Joey.
So me and my brother, we started. So shout out my brother, YGK Free Spirit. Me and my brother, we started a label called Young Grove Kids. One day we were smoking with all the bros. We were chilling, smoking. One of us went Young Grove Kids, and
It stuck.
and me, I'm ADHD. If I catch something, it's sticking, and if I love the idea, it's going. So these
Full throttle too.
My friends weren't too serious about it. They were just naming some stuff, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be something one day. So, we started our little group, and, we did some music here and there, and I've been doing music since, maybe 2015.
Nice.
And, I went by different names and all that.
Would you like to share one of your older names? You don't have to.
My very first one?
Yeah, let's go with that one. We'll just do that one.
Big Money J.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
I was a really big X fan at one point. So I tried, going
That
by a
doesn't
name.
surprise me.
Yeah.
Seeing you're from Florida, so yes, I get that.
So I tried going by XXX JRB, which JRB is my initials.
Okay.
And then one day, I walked into work, and I was just, it was just a regular day. And, my coworker, Steven, he's, great guy. He makes music too. He goes by Gorell. Very talented.
Okay.
I walk into work and this guy goes, Joey B-Man. And I'm like, and right then I was like I said,
stuck.
Things stick. And I was like, that's it. So I was like, Joey B-Man. And then that's how YGK Joey B-Man came about.
Okay.
I made music like that for a while. And then I was making an EP one day. I was like, Dead Boy Joey, it's going to be EP. It's going to be an awesome EP. Like some dark stuff. Like I wanted to change my music, like shift my music into something dark.
Gotcha.
Like I was just like, this is a new beginning. Like this is how it's going to be. So had that in the works, for a little bit. And then, I went through life trouble. I'm not going to give her too much clout on But I
get
went through
it.
some life
I
trouble
get
with
it.
an ex, and
I get it.
one day, I went into the kitchen. I was on BandLab. I used to, I made a lot of music on BandLab. Like BandLab's awesome. Shout out BandLab.
I tell everybody, it doesn't matter where you start. It's just that eventually, you're gonna have to, boom, you're gonna have to take those ladders. Like, cause if you're making stuff on BandLab, imagine what it sounds like on Logic or Pro Tools.
Yep.
It's just taking those steps to just upgrade, but. You got to get comfortable with one first. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I tell everybody, there's nothing wrong with
like
it.
Lil Tyler, he blew up off of BandLab. He's got a song that he recorded on BandLab. Blew up. One of his first songs. One day I went in there. I found a beat, and I've never done like underground. Like, I know it's all underground. If you're you're making underground shit. You're making rebellious music, and fuck the industry and all that. That's you're underground.
You're definitely underground.
You're about it. And then, like, I never really got on like beats, like like a Freddie Dredd. I fuck with them funk beats.
I'm not against them. When it comes to underground, you gotta like really like hit that soft spot in me. Like you gotta really be talking about like some grudgy against the industry type deal. Like X did an excellent job.
Yeah.
It was really
Very
just,
good job.
It was really just like like
it was unique.
Fuck the system. Like it was just like fuck the system.
Like you're not finding any music like that anymore. You're not like Matt Miller. You're not finding music like that no more.
R.I.P. to a good
ever.
one.
I don't care who can come around and make music like that. You're never finding a person like that, especially with the heart.
Hold on. I need you to awkwardly stare at PJ for me. Just awkwardly stare at him. Just don't laugh. Just stare. Just stare.
That's crazy.
Why?
Cause I'm not even here.
You are here. I told you. There's no. Thank you, Joe, for the excellent camera view. So with everything, you started your group, and then you got your name off the EP. Where did you find yourself headlining a show?
Well, see, this is
Or
what
how,
happened.
let me say how. How did that all play out?
So I didn't think it was gonna be anything. Like I was just making music, and like I went to the kitchen, I made a song, and I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this felt good. Like, cause I always use, I ain't gonna lie, I always use autotune. I didn't think I had the voice.
Yeah.
I was like, my voice is trash. I always used autotune, and that's how I made. If I got.
I've heard some. Yeah, I've heard some of it.
I got some old stuff, on all platforms, and it's.
Do you keep your old stuff to remind you of your journey?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's important, and all you artists out there, remember
There we
that.
go. Give them some
Do
gems.
not try to delete your old self, because they will always find it. They will always find it, and you got to have that progress. You got to have. It don't matter how you recorded the song. It don't matter where. And I'll give you a few artists. Bones.
Yeah.
Bones. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, everybody has Bones as a favorite underground artist or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. That guy proves that it don't matter how you make your music.
Absolutely.
And if people like it, they're gonna like it. He's still got low grade production.
You know who an artist that still gets plays today. We were talking about him last interview, and it's just like, well, not last interview, because I just thought of somebody else that's like even crazier. Weird Yakovic, that guy, Weird Al.
I've heard of that.
Weird Al, yeah, like he made all the parodies to like all the hip hop songs and stuff like that.
I gotta tap into that.
What?
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
That makes sense.
So wait, this is like older.
It's like when I was in high school in 2006, like it was like what all the weird kids were listening to at the time. Like we all knew about Weird
my
Al.
older sister's age.
Ask your sister, I bet she know about Weird Al.
She was, I don't know, she's weird.
Like
She probably don't even know. She'll even know.
well, look, man, do you have any upcoming shows coming up?
Yeah. Let's see. March 6th, I'm not gonna be performing. I don't think I'm gonna be performing.
You don't think you are?
But I might. If they let me get up there, I will. But it's like a shout out Yarsi.
Mm-hmm.
That's the homie right there. Long live 36. Hey, that shit go hard. You got to tap into his music.
Okay.
He's holding an event. I think that's his birthday. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I'm not too 100%. So I'm gonna go there.
Just pop out.
Yeah, see if I can. They got performances going, open mics afterwards.
See that? Yeah.
And then let's see, April 4th. April 4th. Yeah. I forgot what it's called, but.
Are you gonna make you pull out your phone like I did last interview?
Right. Shout out Don Lino.
Okay, at least you know the person.
Don Lino put me on to this one. So
Okay.
It's going to be at the Mood Lounge. Mood Lounge.
Mood Lounge. Okay.
April 4th. Yeah.
When you see yourself in 5 years, where do you see your artist journey?
Honestly, man, when it comes down to it, to me, it doesn't matter how. Like, I don't care about I don't want to be mainstream. I don't want to be like Drake. I don't want to be like, it's the love of the music. Like in 5 years, like, and my biggest inspiration when it comes down to it, and I feel like the best person who really shows for it is Puya. And this guy, he's not massive, but he's having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in the game for 10 years. He's doing performances.
Making
I
his
went
money.
to a show. I went to his show last year.
At Beecham?
I forgot what it was. I went to Beckham, Beecham, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I went to that 2 years ago. He had an amazing show there.
Okay, yeah.
But this one I went to last year, 300 to 500 people. Just think about it.
Yeah.
An artist that, like, he's decent. He's a decently big artist. And to have shows that small, that's amazing.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Social media has misconstrued what we feel like a lot of people are. If I get 20 people right now and put them in this room with us, this room going to be crowded. Now, if I say, go perform right there, them 20 people going to look at you. If we put that on social media, it doesn't matter how much or how many people in this room, they're going to say that event was packed.
Yeah.
And it was what's up. But because now we're so used to seeing like festivals and what the bigger mainstream artists are, like as independent artists, we want the same thing.
It ain't Astro World for everybody.
But you got to remember, like even on Instagram, when you put your music out there, if you get 5 reposts of people genuinely like listening to your music and they're like, hey, yo, this fire, like keep producing, that's 5 new fans. That's literally 5 new fans versus 100 people that just go over and are like, oh, just drop something.
And one thing I feel like is most important is getting out there, and like you have to connect with people. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like I've followed people that I like want to collab with and want to make music with, and they didn't really acknowledge me as much. But, I just did this recent tour, and I connected with these people and vibed with them in person, and they're like, hey, let me get your Instagram. And, like, that's when it clicked to me. I'm like, that's what it's about. It's the connection.
You go.
It's the, you gotta.
You can be the most talented person in the world, but if you can't talk to that person that's supposed to bring you to the next level, if you can't communicate with them or share a connection, it's never going to work out. You'll pretty much...
That's the main thing, and I pushed myself, that's what I want to do. For, like, I got other people who make music with me, like on the label. Yeah. Like on a little label we made, just, it's nothing major.
Give it a shot.
It's just something, Young Grove Kids, that's just something we,
you better stand 10 toes behind that, man.
But they, I got other people too that's not even from Florida that's in it. Like they're, how would you say, inherited in it? Mm-hmm. So like I got buddies I've been making music with since I was like 16, 17. Shout out Big Swoo. I've been making music with him for so long. Like I got so many, oh my goodness, the amount of bangers I have. Casey Kamaya, that's my dog. He's from Vegas. Big Swoo is from Chicago.
Nice.
Casey's from Vegas, and we all met.
So
on
y'all
Bandlab.
are spread out.
Yep.
And y'all are still taking it. I ain't gonna say taking it as a joke, but
Yeah, and that's the main thing. I'm trying to get them.
Man,
like
you gotta put pedal to.
Casey Kamaya, he's been more on it than me.
Okay.
So early days he was performing and doing his thing.
Gotcha.
Getting more out there. Now he's more laid back. He's more into life. he's trying to get it. Everybody's trying to get their shit together. Same with my brother.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his shit together. He's trying to.
Life hard right now, man. Life is life.
And I don't. It don't matter how much stuff goes on in my life. I don't care how much is going on. It ain't gonna stop me from making music, and that's what pushes me even more to make music. And that's what's gonna bring me back, because Dead Boy Joey, I had a bad breakup, and I went and made the song, and right then I was like, Dead Boy Joey. I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm like, that's the new thing. Like, I totally just forgot about YGK Joey B, man. Everybody was mad. Everybody's mad.
But
I apologize for it, but
personal.
sorry, but not sorry. But he ain't real. I just tell you that right now. Dead Boy Joey ain't real. He ain't real. I'm here, but hey, Dead Boy Joey ain't real. If you hear what he talks about, it's not what a regular person is doing.
I mean, but you know what though? That's what people want to really hear sometimes. They don't want to hear the norm. And that's where I feel like a lot of your fans come from. Just like Tyler, the Creator, when he did Yonkers. I can tell you 1,001 people did not expect when he made that song that he was going to go on TV, for a video, bro, and eat a live cockroach and throw up and then still continue. You just don't, shock value. And that's what you're working with. So I definitely tell you, keep going, bro.
Well, one thing, I don't want people to get it mixed up. I don't want them to think oh, you're a cap rapper. Because if you listen to my music, you're going to hear some dark things. You're going to hear dark stuff. But you can't say I'm a cap rapper.
Don't let them stigmatism.
I already got it all thought out, though.
Yeah, don't let them stigmatism and everything. What people don't understand, they try to put a label on. And at the end of the day, if it's your craft, then that's your craft. And you can't let nobody, oh, he's a cap rapper. Can you rap? And that's exactly can you? No? Oh, so you're a fan. Thank you. Keep it moving, man.
There's people out there, they're going to, talk about what they want to talk about. It's music. At the end of the day,
somebody likes it.
Yeah,
because obviously,
like it.
Like I said, you just headlined the show and showed the fuck out. So
yeah, I had people there. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think it was gonna be much, and I pulled up there and I had there's people there who I didn't even know that were performing, and we were vibing, chopping it up and all that. And then I seen them get up there, and I'm like, damn, they're pretty good. Shout out Curve 9. Go hard. And definitely one of the most talented ones out there.
Nice.
That's all it takes is, getting yourself. That's half the battle, is getting yourself in front of people to perform.
And actually, I'm going to add on to that just a little bit. And actually performing. Not just jumping around. Actually giving the people a good show.
That's one thing I'm trying to learn. I need to learn more of that. And I've been watching, I've seen little videos of me. I don't try to watch too many videos of me performing.
Man, you just said the best.
But yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on now.
I'm
trying to work on the, hey, put your hands up, you're hyping everybody up.
But you just said the best medicine for what you're trying to do. You already said, I'm trying to fix it. I didn't even have to ask, well, how are you trying to fix it? I'm literally looking at my old performances. Let me just look at the camera real quick. That is what we preach to y'all artists. That is the only way you're going to get better. Sometimes you just got to look in the mirror. Sometimes you just got to look in the mirror. It's the hardest thing to do as an artist because we think as we go out there, we're always boom, boom, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when we look at that footage, and that is also why, because that tells me another thing about your team. You have an acting, working video man at every one of your shows.
It's crazy. That's my sister.
Hey,
she out there right now.
You have somebody that is actively recording you because at the end of the day, you value feedback and you value how to get better. That, let me tell you, you get kudos from me because at the end of the day,
not only that, but you want people to see you. How do you? And I ain't gonna name any names, but I try to put people on and be like, hey, you wanna come with me? You might, you're gonna pay to perform, but you're gonna get your music out there. People are gonna hear it, and if you give a good show, people are gonna fuck with you.
It's a full circle.
And you know what they told me?
No, man.
You know what they said?
They're like,
I need to get paid for performing. I ain't got no money right now. I'm like, bro, I offered to pay for them. I offered to pay. I was like, I will pay. I don't care. You know, I just want to see you out there. And they're like, I ain't got no, you know, I want to get paid. And I said, you know what I said to them? This is where they got mad. I was like, how is anybody going to pay you to perform if they never even seen you perform?
That part.
How do they know you ain't going to get on stage and just stand there?
A gem you just dropped.
So them videos right there are key. You know, you gotta have, you know, you got a little content here and there to just show people that you're getting hype up there.
You do.
It don't matter, you know. I don't care how many people are there. It could be one person.
You said a mouthful, and I appreciate you saying that because that's what we're about here on Free World Radio. Like, literally,
I turn up by myself to my music.
Hey, So at this moment, you get to play Red Table's favorite game. It's called a random question from Red. Yes, I know you saw it on the TV.
I was ready.
All right. You familiar with the Kids Next Door?
I think so.
All right. No.
Kids Next. Yes.
Kids Next Door.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the Treehouse show.
Treehouse Kids.
Yeah. That's all you had to say. Walking Treehouse.
What number would you be? Oh yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Like, my whole life, like, I'm pretty rebellious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've tried so hard not to be a leader. Like, I've tried so hard not to be a leader. And it's like, why do I have to sit here and put myself in the shoes, in shoes to show people how to do things, you know? And me, when I don't even want to do them. Like, me, I want to be the same way as y'all.
I just want to lollygag.
And, you know, I just want to be, you know, and yeah, I think I'd be number, like, I ain't gonna
Nigel Uno.
I'd have to because that's how I feel most of the time in life. Is like, no one's showing me how to do things. Like, there's people showing me how to do things, I ain't gonna lie. There's people giving me advice, and I can't say that. But, like, at the end of the day, like,
it's always you going head first.
You have to go head first. Yeah. Nobody's gonna throw you.
I get that. And look, all I can say is I get that.
But, like, I'm putting on for YGK right now. Like, and I hope, you know.
I love that. Even though you changed your name and, you know, even though your friends don't take it as serious, you are, like, literally, like.
I even thought about making my own label, and I was like, no. Like, I was going to do a Grow Town Zombies label and, like, launch it and everything and be like, Grow Town Zombies, you know, my underground label.
Hey, man.
But then I was like, nope.
If you have the thought, if you're serious about it, I'll tell you what I tell everybody that got a serious thought or a dream. Write it down. Write it down and write some more stuff down.
I made it into an EP.
You know what? Speaking of your EP.
I ain't got enough stuff out. We talked about ownership earlier, and that's the reason I ain't got a lot of stuff out. Because
hold on. Before I cue you go ahead. Before I cue this performance.
I don't have anything against any artist or anything, but respectfully, I will not put anything out unless I'm giving credit where it's due. For real. Like, samples, yeah, there's going to be samples on songs. I don't know how to deal with that. You know, that's gonna fold into something else, you know, one day. You know, little samples and all that. You know, if a song blows up and it's got samples on it, you know, I have to deal with it later on. But
eventually.
You know, but other than that, the person who made the beat, they worked hard on that. They worked hard, just like I worked hard making the vocals and all that, and writing everything down for it. They worked just as hard making the beat.
Absolutely.
And you can't, you know, you can negotiate at the end of the day, but taking something, that's like stealing somebody else's work.
Absolutely.
That's like taking Picasso's work and then putting a template over it and saying, hey, this is mine.
Beat makers, I'm just letting y'all know there's somebody here advocating for y'all.
You know,
there's somebody here advocating.
They're important, bro.
Yeah, there's somebody advocating. There's an artist.
I can't make no beat.
There's an artist here that knows that y'all are important. So just
I can only tap on the table. That's it.
Man, I can barely do that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm a DJ. You know, people be thinking I can. You be making beats. I be like,
no, there's a difference.
Like I be like,
yeah.
All right, go ahead and cue the performance. Well, sir, it was nice having you.
We doing something crazy.
Now come back. Slide. Make the razzle dazzle. Now bring it back in. Now grip it. Now snap.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey, I fuck with that. Hey. Hell yeah, bro.
Cue the performance.
Hey, you're a good vibe, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I try, man. Hold on.
Nah, you're a good
You guys-
vibe, bro.
Yeah, I try. Listen, there's one thing about this show that I try to tell everybody. Your phone. Look, both our phones are off. One thing I try to tell everybody about Free World Radio, it's about y'all. And if I can help let y'all come on here and tell your story, tell how you started off.
There's so much stuff I want to talk about, and I could,
Just come back.
We're coming back.
Literally, come back. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna start in April. We're gonna start having like open, like it's gonna be like multiple artists here. It's just gonna be a round table talk. So if you want to be on that, I will definitely make sure.
I have a plan one day, I want to bring everybody on here one day, I was trying to get my brother in here. I was trying to get everybody in here, talk with me, trying to chop it up, the beginning of YGK,
Well, when you want to do that, you let me know, and we will take care of you, sir. But as for right now, ooh, that was a nice one.
Yes, sir.
For right now, the mic is yours. I want you to tell the people of the free world who you are, the name of your song, and you do the thing.
You got that boy Joey in here. And I don't care, we about to get lit in this bitch. So y'all better be ready. This came out today. Just came out today. It's called Death by a Thousand Cuts. One of my beginning songs, beginning stages of songwriting and producing as an underground artist. So I hope you enjoy it. Good vibes.
Yeah, just the 1 2 1 2. Listen to some music, little biatch.
Homes, now we with this T-Bang. Nigga about your ball with this crooked ass rap game. Homes, now we with this T-Bang. Nigga about your ball with this crooked ass rap.
What you think you thought this was? I'ma get the bottom of the city, just a feel now. Let it rag, rub on them and started this somebody's block. He gon' need a pop in the ganja, but he ain't getting out. Somebody found a pop boy in a run by a thousand cuts. I'm landing at the door. You pussies the type of shit, I'll be on time and shit you thought you was doing. It's why you came in the building. We might as well shoot the movie. Just a man to get turned the over, we get to shooting. What you think you thought this was? 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 Shout out YGK, Young Grow Kids in the building. Shout out Free World Radio. Thank you for letting us come out. What you think you thought this was? I'ma hit the bottom, this shit just a feel now. Selling red, ramen and man, spreading this somebody's not. He gon' need a pop in the ganja, but he ain't getting out. Somebody found a fuck boy in the run to buy a thousand cuts. I the shit you thought I was booming. I'm home blocking with the zombies. I do rashes, I do. You can tashes, I spew. All these concoctions are brewing. All these brain cells are losing. I'm doing nothing but choosing to lose myself. What you think you thought this was? What you think you thought this was? What you think you thought this was? Yeah. Thank y'all for tapping in Free World Radio. Thank you, everybody. Dead Boy Joey out. We'll see y'all next time.